Like the mighty Cerberus, we have three-headed action coming up your way. Amrak, the Dinkus, the Dapper Hackpepper. Big thanks to Circoto51, IGN, and Fandango Movies for great words coming there. Voiceless words from the Dapper Headclapper.
Yes, all that footage must be copyrighted. I'm not sure if it's any that's going to make the cut, but Dapper Headclapper making a pretty strong claim for this match.
Will we see Amrak and Dinkus collide into each other and implode, as Dapper Headclapper seemed to foretell there?
Oh, a little bit of an error there, saying now we're in San Diego. Brett might have been drinking that 3 fingers of whiskey that Dapper Headclapper mentioned, but here comes to the ring, the Dinkus.
Indeed, everyone knows that Mobile is the San Diego of Alabama, and here's the mayor of Mobile himself, the Dinkus.
Dinkus, bit of an odd character. He's been making some waves in the back, and we're not really sure what to make of him. He considers himself a bit of a bad boy, but also a little bit of a goof. Really interested to see how he performs in the ring tonight.
They say that he stitched together his gear with a series of Laffy Taffy wrappers.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Well, time for him to get serious. He has 2 serious competitors in front of him tonight, and one of those is Amrak.
Amrak, after being unceremoniously attacked by Tommy Jr. backstage in the past, he's looking to really, regain a bit of his honor here.
You can see that breathing apparatus that allows him to fuel up right before his matches. Not only helps him, but supercharges him for victory. Amrak is here.
Pumping himself full of oxygen, just like I used to pump myself full of nitrous. I'm barely alive.
And if you need a helping heaping of nitrous, go ahead and patronize your local Dippin' Dot stand.
Dippin' Dots and nitrous go hand in hand. And here comes a man who, well, made those strong claims before the match. Like I said, looking good and looking strong. It's a Dapper Headclapper.
The definition of smooth and style, sharing a little bit of his secret essence, arrogance with the crowd.
67 pounds, dashing.
Now, an interesting thing I noticed about this match, both Dapper Headclapper and the Dinkus hail from Chicago, Illinois. They very well could have crossed paths before QAW, and there could be some history there.
Could be digging up the bones of conflict past, you say, and wouldn't surprise me, frankly, but just taken in by how smooth and suave this man is. Karen didn't even say his name, she just said dashing.
They're very, very transfixed by the gaze of the Dapper Head Clapper, and how could you not be? Look at it. Look at that perfectly tailored suit, that hat to match, and that lovely scarf too. I'm gonna have to ask him where he got all that.
Everything looks to be custom tailored and hopefully releasing a little bit of suave atmosphere as he looks to put some pain on his two competitors. Here we go. Immediately kicking the face end of the Dinkus. Amrak with a big head scissors takeover. And a big kick to the Dapper side of the head. And a huge stump. Amrak is the most athletic of these three. He came prepared for battle. These other two came for, looks like cocktails and a sugar rush.
As we talked about last week, in a triple threat, there's a number of ways you can go about it, but Amrak seems to be just going in balls to the wall, whereas maybe the Dinkus and Dapper Head Clapper are going to hang back a little bit and pick their spots.
Could be. Amrak is ready to compete at a high level, and these two men, maybe they're playing head games. Maybe their appearances are meant to lower the guard of Amrak, but so far, Amrak in firm control. Whoa! Brings himself and the Dapper Head Clapper over the top of the big clothesline. And a huge standing Spanish fly to the Dinkus. He is coming out guns blazing as Amrak.
Good. And almost had a hurricane run there, but reversed. Amrak was on an absolute tear until then.
The Dinkus cutting him down to size and now going to work on that knee. Picking him apart one limb at a time. And now the Dapper Head Clapper joining in momentarily. Big headlock takeover by the Dinkus.
And it was a smart move from Amrak earlier, taking Dapper Head Clapper out of the ring because, again, the first pinfall of submission in a triple threat wins. So you want to be able to break it up and isolate people in these matches.
True, you want to set yourself up with the best chances of winning. Dapper Head Clapper putting the boots to the Dinkus. There are no disqualifications. First pinfall or submission will be the winner of this triple threat. Oh, goes the Head Clapper once again.
Dapper just can't seem to stay in the ring, but here comes the Dinkus, just trying to get some momentum of his own going.
And with moves like that missed by Amrak, it's hard for Dinkus not to get an advantage standing. Shooting star press. Surprisingly agile is the Dinkus.
Wow, look at these two.
Going to work. Looks can be deceiving as he goes to work on Amrak. Hoists him up on his shoulder. Snake eyes. The lucky number for the Dinkus as he goes to work on the Head Clapper. Big headbutt from the Clapper. Oh, double knees right to the glasses.
He clapped him with his knees. That's a signature move. Going for the pin.
Looks like Head Clapper would not be afraid to hit a man with glasses. And oh, big kick to the back as well. Amrak closing in. Grabs the head of the Head Clapper. Giant jumping arm wringer.
And Amrak's going for the pin here.
Not quite enough damage done to the Dinkus yet.
As we saw though before, Dapper Head Clapper, he's not afraid to hit a man while looking good. He idolizes James Bond and John Wick alike. Oh, and a wheelbarrow stunner there from Amrak. He's trying to end this now.
You're going to get what's coming to Amrak. Cover. Oh! Almost came off with the victory, but swooping in at the last second is the Head Clapper. Oh, giant arm wringer lifting up Amrak. Brings him right around to the mat.
Dapper Head Clapper came in there with milliseconds to spare. He tried to steal the pin.
No, but the Dinkus given enough time to recover and kicks right out. Head Clapper going to work on the Dinkus now. The momentum has swung in equal directions so far. It's hard to say who's going to come out on top.
I have to say, I've been impressed by Dapper Head Clapper in this match. He may not be outwardly aggressive, but he is being smart. He's coming in and he's timing his attacks perfectly.
Timing is everything. No wasted motion.
That's my wife.
Hey. Big back heel kick from Amrak. The Dinkus looking for a hug. This is not the time for affection as he eats a huge punch to the forehead.
Sneaking a pin here.
Kick out at one from Amrak. Not worn down nearly enough. Oh, and avoids a big knee from the Dinkus, who looks like to have pulled his hamstring. Sent him to the corner. Big back elbow from Dinkus. May have been playing possum there. Oh, and a huge electric chair drop from Dapper Head Clapper. And Dinkus very impressed. but pays for it with a huge release German suplex from the head clapper.
Can't take your eyes off Dapper.
And not a single crease in that suit. That is impressive. 1, 2. Not only wrestling, but making it look good.
I've also noticed Ethan's been playing it pretty smart here, trying to stay out of the action. He doesn't want to have any more of those bones break with 3 people in the ring.
It's true. You don't understand how many gallons of milk it takes to mend the bones of Ethan. Oh, Dinkus drop.
The dumbass drop, he calls it. Oh, no.
But the dumbass drop does not seal victory for him, but you have to think that it's done significant damage to the chest cavity of the head clapper.
You see him struggling to breathe as Amrak puts Dinkus in the corner.
Huge right hands from Amrak, nothing fancy.
Oh, he's setting up to something.
What is this? Huge drive-by kick to the Dinkus, and he is busted wide open.
Brutal stuff there from Amrak.
Amrak is done fooling around. He looks like he's going to close in for the kill on the head clapper. Whips him right into the corner. What is he thinking next?
Trying to incapacitate the Dinkus so he can focus on the head clapper. What is he setting him up for?
Oh, and he's busted open as well. 2 men bloodied.
This is getting vicious.
1, 2. No, that big knee strike, not enough to put down the head clapper. The only man not bleeding crimson right now.
You can't get blood on that suit.
Absolutely not. The dry cleaning bill would make your eyes cross. And looks like Dinkus looking to cross Amrak. Gets reversed on his own. Big toe kick to the midsection, followed up by a huge jumping heel kick.
And again, we see Dapper trying to pick a spot, but nope, thrown right into the corner again.
Huge back elbow from the head clapper, and now grabs Amrak, lifts him up. Huge powerbomb.
Massive strength there. Can he get it? Oh.
Now that folks takes some guts. With blood in his eyes, Amrak kicking out, but looks like the head clapper could be zeroing in on a victory here. Oh! Just rubbing the bloody face of Amrak into the mat. This is gruesome.
Seeing a bit of a darker side here from Dapper head clapper with another powerbomb on Dinkus. 1. No, broken up. No. Wow.
Amrak tripping there, but still managing to get to his feet to break it up. This match still going. Whips head clapper into the corner. Big back elbow from head clapper. They are back and forth. Neither man wants to give an inch. Drop toe hold from Amrak. Sends him into the post again. Amrak with a ton of corner coordinated offense. Is that going to lead him to a win?
And the Dinkus just now showing life.
The head clapper gets down. All 3 men back in active. Fireman's carry from the... Oh! The head clapper breaking the bones of the Amrak, and Dinkus taking advantage.
Trying to shoot a shot here. Those kicks to Dapper's chest, right in the pocket squares.
All 3 points of the pocket square kicked equally, and then right to the skull. Dinkus calling for the end. Oh no! Sent throat first into the top of those ropes, and now head clapper with a Magna Claw.
Elite tab, no Amrak.
Oh, and taking out the front of the knee of Amrak. Unorthodox, but effective.
Ooh, trying to sneak in a pin. Getting some leverage there, but it doesn't work. Amrak throws him off.
Going for a stylish victory, but Amrak, not one to bend the rules, saw his way through it, and it was able to kick out, put him at the head clapper in a key lock. Each 1, 2 strikes, 3 to the midsection.
Well, James Bond doesn't always fight clean, and Dapper understands that.
True, his tactics are not to be contained by borders, allegiances, or flags. Now the Dinkus looking to put some international pain on Amrak. And out go both competitors. Who is coming out on top?
There are 2 bloody competitors here fighting. You have to imagine they're barely able to stand right now, or even see.
That's true. A lot of blood leaking out of the foreheads of Dinkus and Amrak. These men fighting not just for pride, but for contention in the newest QAW championship we'll see at the top of tonight's program in the main event. Amrak firing up.
It's also great that we ordered that self-cleaning ring here, because we're not getting any blood anywhere. Whoa! Here it is, yes! The pile driver, his finishing move.
Big pile driver from the head clapper, clapping the neck bones together. Now,
Not letting Dinkus go either. A pile driver on Dinkus.
equal opportunity pile driving. Head clapper zeroing in. 1, 2, and that is it. Winning matches and looking good. The head clapper comes out on top.
Absolutely great strategy there from Dapper. He took his time on the outside, runs in, hits both competitors with a pile driver to sneak in that victory.
You have to admire the tactics, the brutality. Head clapper, without even getting a spot of blood on his suit, able to put down 2 game competitors tonight.
Very good. And you can't discredit Amrak at all, showing some very impressive offense. And the Dinkus even getting in his shots, but
Here is
Dapper
your
comes out on
winner,
top.
Dashing.
Every man had an opportunity at one point in the matchup to come out on top, but the head clapper, wisest, striking when the moment was right, putting down both Amrak and Dinkus with opportune pile drivers, and he is victorious for it.
And coming up after this, we have the Clown's beef with the Generation just will not subside, and we're about to see the third member of the Generation debut right after this.
Generation on top.